Hello, welcome to the channel. In our previous video of home servers, we dealt with setting up an operating system for the home server. And in today's video, what we are going to do is to set up a media server on top of this home server, so that whatever media that you have on the home server, be it images, documents, videos, or applications, these media are accessible to any device that's connected to the network with the same server. In case you haven't seen the previous video, I'll leave a link in the description section for you to check it out. The first thing we need to do is to remotely log into the home server using SSH or PowerShell. And once we have been able to log in there, next thing we want to do is to list out the partitions that we have on the hard disk. SD5 is where the operating system was stored on, and then as we want to use SD4, which has a larger storage size, as the media server. So what we are going to do is to mount this partition for us to be able to use it. Otherwise, if we try accessing the partition directly, we are going to face an issue just like what you can see right now. So we'll go to the mount directory and create a folder, a directory there called media server. And once we've done that, we can then mount the partition on top of this directory. Once we have mounted it, we can check to see if we can access the data that already exists on that partition, and we can see that everything shows fine. The next thing we'll need to do is to install a software that's going to help in handling the sharing of the media to devices on the network, and that software is called Samba. The installation is done, we'll need to configure the software to be able to use it. Inside the configuration, we need to change the first one that talks about map to guest, and we need to change it to never. That way, if you mistakenly type the wrong password, right, when you are trying to access the media server, it doesn't block you. And then we go to the last line and provide details for folder that we are using as the media server. So we will provide a path and also make sure that that path is writable too, and then we prevent it from being public. So once we have this information there, we are going to save. The next thing is to, let me say, set up a user for the software. So basically, the user that you need to set up, it should be a user on the actual operating system. So in my case, I have a user called Danzi, so we can set it up using that. During the setup, you need to type a password for it. So let's restart the service and try to access the media server directly from my primary device. So we'll open File Explorer and then right click on this PC and select Map Network Drive. Provide the location to the media server. You can also provide it with a drive letter and then press OK, which will then allow you to sign in with the username and password you created during the setup phase. You did everything well and then didn't face any issues. You should be able to access the data that you have on the media server. The next thing I want us to do is to make sure that when you restart the PC, you still have the partition mounted automatically. Otherwise, we should restart the PC right now. The mount point won't be there again. So what we can do is to type sudo block id and then try to get a UUID for the partition you want to use. Also take note of the type that is using, so in this case it's NTFS. We have these details, we open up FS tab on file, and then we'll make some changes in. So we'll provide the UUID together with the directory we are using as a mount point, and also the partition type. We can save that and mount all the stuff again. So once you've done this, you'll restart the PC and come back, it will mount automatically free. If you've come this far, thank you for watching, and do make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Let me know what you think of this video and then share to others as well.